We are.
Do we have a quorum?
Oh gosh, yes. So, okay, well, let's see. This is our November 3rd, 2021 program meeting, the last program meeting of 2021. And tonight we have an election for board members. We get to pick our special subjects, and we'll have a show and tell of seasonal stuff and whatever. So, any announcements? Field trips?
Sure, field trips. We have a field trip this Saturday. Meeting at 9:15 for the car show at the town center west in Santa Maria. So a local trip, and we'll meet by the Maya restaurant, because my thoughts are that we would be doing our photography and then finish up and get together for a brunch at Maya, because I hear they have an outdoor patio. So really, whoever shows up can make those kind of decisions. I'm open for suggestions. And so I'm saying 9:15 because I like getting there when things are getting set up, because there's less people. Easier to make a shot that doesn't have other folks in it. And yeah, just less crowding. So bring your mask and join me on Saturday.
9:15. Okay.
Well, I just wanted to say I really appreciate all the work you do on these field trips, et cetera, Penny. You do.
Well, thank you so much, Jim.
Yeah.
It is
a
work.
great job.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Good. Come on out and see me.
In person.
Yeah.
I would go, but I've got a mystery event that you have to try to find who the killer is on it's in Santa Maria. It's a outside thing. It's called Clue Up. Yeah, it's an event. Should be interesting.
Where's it at?
It's in Santa Maria. It's a mystery. You have to find the killer.
Who done it?
Do you start
at who done it? Yeah.
Good. That's
Do you start at a certain place?
Pardon?
Do you start at a certain place in Santa Maria?
Yeah, I've never done it before, so it's Saturday though.
I've done it on a train.
You've done it? See, I want to do that. I want to do it on a train.
Yeah. People even dressed up.
Yeah.
When I went on a private train car, you get a part and you read your part and all that.
Yeah. That sounded like fun. Yeah. We did it at a dinner party one time.
Yeah.
But that was a long time ago.
I'm probably going to be out of town, so.
Well, there'll be other field trips coming up. So please look over the galleon. Jeannie, do you want to say anything about your birding event?
Sure. We're planning a field trip to the Sacramento Delta area, Lodi area. It'll be December 6th as a travel day, and then 7th, 8th, and 9th as shooting days. Probably coming home on the 9th, but if we're tired, we can stay another night and drive home on the 10th.
So you're going to be back in Lodi again?
Yeah.
Well, who are you talking
hopefully
to?
Not stuck there.
Stuck in Lodi again.
Is that a song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I took my cues from the National North American Nature Photography Association field trip that is happening a few days before that and was sold out because I was wanting to go on that. So basically we're going to go to the same places that they're going a few days after they go. And
they're taking the birds
shooting
with them. They'll be gone.
Dang, I knew I was missing some details. Okay, we'll have to go a few days earlier and just, we'll just hone in on their little thing and take some tips from them. They'll never notice us.
Do you all get in a hide?
It's BYOB, bring your own birds.
I don't know that there's any
Yeah.
any hides there. I mean, there might be some, but I'll have to double check on that. I still have to write up just what we're doing and when, but I'm writing it from what the other group has done, so it's pretty much planned out. I just need to make it for us.
Okay, well, Ed and I are planning to be there.
And if
You gonna
anyone
bring-
else, Mhm.
Bring the milk with you?
Yeah, got a lot of milk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I want some of that non-fat right there.
I think some of our milk is expired.
Yeah. Clotted now.
I noticed that Jim doesn't have his dolls tonight. I would think he'd want to bring them along.
Yeah, I won't tell you what they're doing right now.
Hmm.
So that's it. If anyone wants to go, let me know, and I'll try to get a write up to put out. I'll make
And-
something soon.
We're going to have our Saturday chat next, not this Saturday, but following Saturday the 13th. So just a public service announcement,
Okay.
A PSA.
a PSA.
Yeah.
We sent
And
a reminder of that just before, since we changed it to the second Saturday.
I send reminders out,
Thank you.
but not to you, Cheryl.
Are we
so,
having
you mentioned about the potluck in December, and I think it's the wrong date is the second Wednesday, Alan. I think Jeannie couldn't get her clubhouse set aside for that, so I think it was the 15th is the date. It's the third Wednesday if it goes off.
That's the date I scheduled for the clubhouse. If that date works for everybody. Yeah, because I think we're going to decide tomorrow when we're having our board meetings. We're doing a reorganization, just like here. We've got election. We just had elections. And I'm assuming that we're going to keep it on the same date that we've always had it, which is the second Wednesday, which would mean the clubhouse would not be available on the second Wednesday, but it would be on the third Wednesday. And I have it scheduled for the third Wednesday at this point. So does that work for everyone? Can we keep it on that date?
Sure,
It's the
works for
15th.
me.
Are we all
Works for me.
comfortable with doing a live event like that?
Get your
And
booster.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's the third
so-
Wednesday of what month?
December.
You said
It's December 15th. At this point, the county actually has a rule that if you're meeting inside at a private club, and I don't know where else, but our club right now, you'd have to wear a mask if you're meeting inside. We do have outdoor seating with heaters as an option if we want to go sit outside. It might be pretty cool.
That idea.
Maybe Cheryl could get us some places in the ER. We could have a meeting there.
It would be nice and warm, I'm sure.
It probably costs us $95 each. So.
Bring your own oxygen.
It'd be nice if we had heaters and could be outside and not have to wear masks. That would be lovely.
So I'll check. I know we have at least 2 heaters. I don't know if we have more, but I kind of wonder how many people will come. But we did set out a couple of heaters the other night. It wasn't bad.
Well, it would be nice to be able to drink wine or,
Yes.
you can't do that with a mask on. So if we were outside, it would probably be nice.
Bring wine,
Well-
smoke a little dope, I mean.
So are we having a board meeting? Aren't we supposed to have a board meeting in the next few weeks? Didn't we discuss that for early December?
Let me look.
Do we need one?
I don't know.
Yeah, Alan?
I thought we had talked about that I don't know if it was in the minutes or not, but I thought we talked about having a end of year board meeting, not a serious board meeting, but like a kind of a refresher.
We can have one, if you feel that that's needed. At this point, I'm thinking, we've got it set for the potluck, and I'm gonna see if we can get, that Chinese restaurant for us, the Golden Dragon, in January to meet, and we'll just send out information on it. I'm not sure we need a board meeting.
Okay. I just thought
I guess the thing with that would be to know if we have to cancel because of COVID, would we, still have to, do we lose a deposit, etc.? That'd be the only concern I would have on.
I'll find out all that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I personally don't think we need a board meeting. I think I remember that we discussed it during one of our meetings. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at the notes and it just said that that Cheryl was going next meeting. Cheryl will send an email out for the next meeting.
Okay.
I guess it depends on if we're having our awards banquet, what kind of help do we need to offer Cheryl?
I'll send out requests on that for help.
Okay.
Once we get it squared away.
Okay, do we have any other business?
Election.
Okay, that's actually an agenda item. So yes, let's have an election. Okay, the way it works, according to our, I don't know if it's the Constitution or the bylaws, I think it's the bylaws, is if we can nominate, we take our nominees, and if they're voted on by acclamation, we don't have to have a written ballot. But if someone contests it and there's two people want the same job, which never happens, then we got to have a written ballot, and I don't know how we do that, by mail or something. So anyway, let me read the list of candidates.
I vote.
Jim, did you want to run for something? Or?
No, I said I'll just vote for
something. Okay, so anyway, Cheryl's running for president. I'm running for vice president. Frank is running for secretary. Bob Ginn is running for treasurer. At-large board candidates are Flavio, Tony, Nyla, Elaine, Penny, and Harold. So I guess I'd say I would move that we accept this slate and I vote by does everyone in favor of these candidates?
You need a second. I'll second it.
Okay, thank you. So any discussion?
No objection.
No objection.
That makes it easy.
Thank you all for stepping up.
Okay. So then I guess I move that we accept this slate, and all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
All opposed. The ayes have it. And we have a new board of directors.
Congratulations.
A new whole board.
And I'd like to just add that Rosie, I want to thank you for a lot of hard work, a lot of organization you did that hadn't been there previously, including Dropbox and just being really timely on announcements. We've had secretaries in the past who didn't really do anywhere near as much as you did. So
you're welcome.
Have a high bar, huh?
yeah, that's all right.
That's right.
You better put those shoes on and start jumping.
Lessons.
But I have to get together with you, Rosie, sometime so you can teach me
Yeah.
the ropes.
Yeah, and I got to give you the key to the mailbox. And
Oh, I didn't know I got a key too.
yeah, you get a key to the mailbox. Got to check the mail.
And I know.
And when does that all change over? Is it January?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the first of the year or officially it happens at the awards banquet. But I guess it's like a transition period or something in early January. I also want to make another comment about Bill Hood. Bill Hood became the secretary right after the 9/11 attack, like 2 months later. So I mean, it's been like 21 years of being our treasurer. So
I think
so,
we'll need to have some sort of award for him at our meeting in January, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And how long have you been secretary, Rosie?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. It's been a little while.
Yeah, at least 5 years.
Yeah.
It was
I
right
took it
after high
over
school
from you,
graduation.
right, Penny? What did you say, Ed? What did
I said it was right after high school graduation.
so 2 years ago. I think you took
Yeah.
over. We had Janice Darby, and then I guess Penny and somebody else were splitting the. Forgot who it was, but Penny and somebody
I
split
think
the job.
Sharon Foster, I think, was the secretary too.
Okay. And Rosie stepped in and just done a wonderful job. As far as Bill Hood goes, maybe we should buy him a computer. His computer is so ancient. It's like Windows 98 or something like that.
He probably doesn't want one.
No, he doesn't.
That's why I always send the judge's information for payment to you as well, in case he doesn't get it.
Yeah, it's a character.
Another thing we need to do is the themes. And
Is the what?
suggest that maybe we ask Rosie if you would send out an email to all our members to send me 2 options for themes that have not been used before. I will collate all those.
It's going to be hard if they haven't been used before.
Well, I sent out an email.
Yes.
I sent one out. You want me to send another one out?
I thought we were just going to decide tonight.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I think we should decide tonight. I don't think it's that serious. I mean, it's whatever gets the most votes.
You mean?
We can use the chat.
Yeah.
How do you use it?
Okay.
Yeah, because I already sent the email out, and I think Tony was the only one that sent anything.
I thought we were just going to verbally make suggestions tonight, so I didn't send anything in.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Well, you could all just, one option is you can all just text me 1 or 2 options. I will have a list by the end of the meeting, and then you can send me your top vote. I'll collate those and we'll send it out on the results on an email or something like that.
That's a good idea. I'm sending you a text right now, Cheryl.
Okay, so everybody has my phone number.
Handy.
407.
What is it?
421-2512. Send me a text with 1 or 2 options, and by the end of the meeting, I'll have all the options, and we'll present them all. Then you can send your best preference, and I'll collate those. Everybody have the phone number 407-421-2512. Text me your best suggestions for themes.
No.
Can you put that in the chat for me?
I put
Can I put
suggestions in the
chat?
chat.
Let's see. I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Chat. All right. 407-421-2512. There you go.
407.
To everyone. That's my cell phone number. Send me your your suggestions. Oh, I see there's some here in the chat. Oh, okay. Put them in the chat. That's even better. Just put them in the chat. Then I'll have you text me your best preference to my email. How's that?
Do we send them to you in the chat or to everyone? I guess they're already going to
Right
everyone.
now, I'm sorry, my bad.
I think
Put it in the chat. Whoever just sent me the one with fill the frame,
That's
put
me.
that in the chat. So everybody looks at the ones in the chat and then pick your favorite and I'll collate them.
Yeah.
So, you'll send me a text with your favorite.
A
Put it in
text?
the chat now.
So just
Then send
one
me a
or
text of your
two?
favorite.
Everybody should.
Two.
You gonna write mine in there?
You have one, Larry?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So look at all the ones that are up here. We have so far water, high or low. What is that, Penny?
It's high or low. It did a spell check on me or whatever. High or low.
High or low. There you go. Still life, architecture, surreal, macro, abstract, out of focus. The color black, interiors, dramatic lighting, photojournalism, fill the frame. All right, chaos. Is that like chaos? CHAOS?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chaos. Yes.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Got the H.
Okay, that must be the Rosie spelling.
Yes.
And themes, landscapes, mystery and myth. Ooh, Harold.
Feet.
We got another macro. What is a diptych? So I know what nude cattle are, but this has to be Jim.
A diptych is it's actually two photos in one frame.
Not how the person
Kind of work together.
It's what you use to check the oil in your car.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was too.
Now, how many are we supposed to
What
to
is a
choose?
diptych?
Can we like do 1, 2, 3, or how are we doing this?
It's British slang for an idiot. He's a dipstick.
Give me two. I don't know order. Just send me two. Text me with two. Okay.
Wow,
But please, somebody describe what a diptych is.
Go on, Jim.
Show us your diptych.
Show us your dick. Come on, Jim. Whip it out.
I know he's got one.
I don't know.
Muted.
Might not.
You're muted.
Does it have something to do with nude cattle?
It could, I guess.
You're muted, Jim.
Go ahead and.
I was going to say,
Oh.
did anybody explain to Cheryl what a diptych is?
No, two images combined into a single frame or presented together.
Right. And so what is a triptych?
Three.
It's three.
That's three
There you go.
images.
Could we call that what do you call it? A composite instead of a diptych?
No, it's not a
It's
composite.
a very different thing.
Two
It's
images
different.
combined into one frame?
How is it different?
Yes.
There's
You,
two
you can
pictures in
you can
one
have
frame.
you can have obviously you can have a diptych that is made of composites, but composites are not diptychs.
You could have a
It's like
And
dodecatych.
why is that?
Is there anything that you liked here?
We'd have to
Sure.
look that
What did
up.
you like?
Can
Oh, I can't even see him
I
now.
ask Penny what she
I
meant by
have,
high and low? Is that like physically high and low, or is that high and low key? High or low key?
There's a triptych.
There you go.
Okay.
I can't
There's
see.
one image next to another.
They're three separate images, but they support each other.
Okay.
Well,
So
they don't necessarily have to, but
Yeah.
Well, I thought high and low or high or low, that it could be anything that fits that. That's what I liked about it, is it could be from a perspective of high or something from low.
Or could it be a
Or it
picture of
could be,
somebody who is high?
yes, that's it. I think you can just go where you want with it. So there
So
you go.
you didn't
Nope.
mean like high key photography or low key photography.
I think
no,
you
I
could
think you have
make
to.
it into that, Jeannie.
I would disagree. I think that has to be specified.
All right.
I don't think you can extend it that way.
Don't vote for it.
Right.
I will withdraw if I have to.
No, high or low, there's lots of interpretations. I think that's great, but
Good.
key, I don't think high key and
Everyone
low
can
key
see what's in
necessarily.
the chat. Please text to me, to my phone number that's on there, your top two preferences. And then when we finish showing all the images, I will tell you what the three themes are.
Wow.
Straight and
Okay, are we ready to move on?
Think so. So I was thinking it's the end of the year, and so we got to get in the holiday mood. So I was thinking, why don't we just do some seasonal type photography? And so whatever people consider as seasonal is fine with me. I remember when I was a kid, there was a magazine called Ideals that had all these like stereotyped Indian corn and old log cabin pictures that came out. It was back in the 60s. So that's what I kind of thought about. But interpretation for seasonal stuff is going to be different for different people. So anyway, without further ado, go ahead.
Okay. So, is it my turn?
Yep.
All right, then that means we're going to show some photos. So let me set up here, just to make sure first. Hang on a second here.
Do we know how many photos we have tonight?
Less than 100.
Okay.
And more than two.
Okay, here we go. So these, I'm going to show these just in order of the person's first name. So Alan, you are
Okay.
up. So here, let me hang on. I got to set mine up here a little bit more. So here we go. It's all yours, Alan.
All right. Well, that's a Prudential building in downtown Chicago with the new Prudential building behind it. It's taken about a week ago with a cell phone, and the leaves are starting to come off the trees. When I was a kid, that was like the tallest building like west of New York City in the United States.
Really? Which one? The old one or the new one?
The old Prudential building and the restaurant was called the Top of the Rock, and like it was Chicago's answer to the Empire State Building. They haven't torn it down yet. So anyway, so that's just from Millennium Park, which is part of Grant Park, and it was raining.
That has some striking resemblance to the UN building.
I guess so. I haven't.
Yeah.
It's from the same era.
Yeah.
Like late 40s, early 50s. It's clad in aluminum. The windows look like something you see on an airplane, like rounded edges and with aluminum frames. It's kind of a weird. It's definitely out of date.
Well, I like the weather. I mean, I assume that's rain on the streets.
It is.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not a street, that's a sidewalk.
A sidewalk. Yeah, it's nice. I like the tonal contrast in this. It's a really nice photo, Alan. At least I think so. Okay.
I like it.
Geez, I was just looking at a picture when I stayed there. I could see the Prudential building last time I was there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right out my window. Interesting. Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Where were you staying then?
Actually, it was a weird situation, but we stayed in the old was it Woolworth building or something, or
All right.
Woolworth in Washington, the men's store.
Last time I was there, I stayed at the Chicago Athletic Club, which is almost opposite the Bean.
Yeah, so it's about 2 blocks from there.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is a park that was created in the late 1960s, what they call Lakeshore Drive, which we used to call LSD. Lakeshore Drive was diverted because it went along the lake and then went across the Chicago River. It made a sharp curve called the S curve. And every winter, cars would go skidding across the ice and end up in the lake over the river. So they diverted it and they made it further west. It's all landfill. And they took, first this was an empty lot where this highway used to be, and then they made it into a golf course, and now it's a city park. So it's
nice.
all landfill.
This is built on, you're saying this is built on landfill?
It's all landfill. Michigan Avenue was the shoreline. Anything east of there was a swamp. And so it's all landfill.
Very nice.
And this was back at Millennium Park. This is just some leaves that were on the pavement.
Those are really interesting colors in those leaves. Did you do anything to affect that color?
No, not really. What I did was I boosted the contrast, and that was about it. There were a lot of different colors.
The reason I ask that is that because, for example, when you look at the green, it's kind of an unnatural green for leaves. Yeah,
I know. I thought it looked really weird. I didn't touch vibrant, saturation, or any of the color sliders. I just changed the contrast. I think I added some clarity and maybe hit the texture slider so the sidewalk would stand out against the leaves. But no, they're weird colored leaves. It could be from the smog or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I like them. They look pretty good.
And this is also in this is that park that was where the outer drive used to be. And this is in between Solvang and Los Olivos at a pumpkin patch. And there were a bunch of white pumpkins.
Albino pumpkins, huh?
And this is at the same pumpkin patch, and it's in the back of an old truck that's rusting away.
All right.
Very good.
Yeah.
And this is in this pumpkin patch.
Yeah, I like that you put the or that these those are what, corn husks?
Corn husks.
Yeah, right.
It was just on the ground. I just saw it there, and I was lying on the ground.
Well, I think the background, the ground itself, with all the coarse texture and that type of thing, it's a real nice setting for these two.
That's it.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, E comes up. So here's E.
Well, that looks like one of mine.
That does.
How many did I send you? Do you remember?
I'd have to look.
All right. Well,
we'll know in a
this is
minute.
this is obviously what it is, some leaves. I don't remember where I photographed this. It might have been in,
Along a river.
yeah, or a stream anyway. I don't think it was Yosemite, but anyway, fall color and
Yeah.
that,
Olympic.
no, it wasn't Olympic. Go ahead, next one.
Okay, hang on. My cursor screwed up here. There we go.
Ooh.
This is what it looked like before I decided to print it. And when I printed it, I made some corrections to the black hole near the center there, and the black hole below that further left. And I also flipped it. I think it had better visual balance, flipping horizontal. And Tony, I've been real happy with that printer. It's working great for me.
Yeah, good.
Color and black and whites. I've even got a couple black and whites that look like little Martindales, so I'm a happy camper. But anyway, I think this was photographed several years ago, and I don't remember where it was, but again, more fall color. Interestingly, on that print, just about everything, pretty much all the yellows and probably 80% of the greens, if not more, were all out of gamut. And I just told the printer, well, do a perceptual, and I think I'd said perceptual, but it could have been relative, but I think perceptual. And I got good color. They weren't exactly the same, but they looked
good.
I was happy with the result.
A lot of times being out of gamut is because they're too saturated.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of times it is. Or you get sometimes saturated colors that are very, very light.
Mm-hmm.
And they can't print those also. That happens frequently with magentas that I've noticed, but it'll happen with anything else. But yeah, but light of gamut typically has to do with color saturation.
Well, I love the colors in this, green.
Yeah, and the print, like I said, they were out of gamut, but it came out looking good. It's a nice, vivid print with the yellows and greens. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, well, they won't be out of gamut on a screen usually.
No, no, but the printer couldn't handle them.
Yeah. Okay.
This is also goes back a little way, and it's another stunt that I pulled. The little boy wasn't there when I made the photograph, but it needed something in that window, so I plugged him in, and we have this.
You weren't.
It was somewhere in Colorado, as I recall, trying to be a ghost town, but not really enough buildings there to be one. I think there were only 2 structures there.
Yeah. I like the trees on the right hand side, especially the small one, the twisty one. That's really nice.
It has a nice balance.
Yeah.
Twisty.
This is another one I'm going to print, and this is pretty much right out of the camera. It's been improved on since then. But this is Yosemite Valley. One winter when we were there, I don't know whether it was, might have been January, might have been February, might have been there for the Fire Falls. I don't know, but Horsetail Falls. But there it is.
This is a nice winter scene.
Yeah.
And I like the browns and the white snow, and then the fog in the background, that little mountain showing, part of the mountain showing up.
Yeah.
Why are these trees dead?
I don't know. They're in the valley, so they generally get plenty of water and plenty of sunshine. I don't know what killed them. I don't think it was a fire, but maybe it was. It's a puzzle to me. I don't know.
Very good.
Yeah, good.
Well, that was Yosemite also. We were at the club on this one. I think it was the first time we went for Horsetail. And this again is also in the valley.
It looks like a leaf is in the act of falling, but I think that's an optical illusion on the
The
bottom.
one down at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Down
It could
here?
be caught in a spider web.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. It's caught in a spider web. Or maybe it was falling and you just happened to catch it. Go back and look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, really
Thank you.
nice.
Thank you.
So we have a double E here, Elaine.
Okay, well, I included the photos from the last field trip that we did to the dunes, and I didn't really get too many, winning shots there that evening, but I got some that I thought were kind of interesting. And this is the first time I'd actually seen horses on the dunes, and it was just fun watching them navigate those little dunes. And that was just an abstract I did.
Yeah, that's a nice abstract, Elaine. I really like the shadows in it.
I was standing right next to Penny when I did that. I think that was probably, she probably has one very similar.
Yes.
Yeah.
She said hers is better.
Oh, slapper. No. That's Jeannie sitting up there on top of the dunes. And I don't know. I'm always shooting into the sun for some reason. I like to shoot.
I like shooting into the sun.
I do too.
Yeah, those.
I get a lot of crap doing that, but I still
Yeah.
do it. And once in a while, I get something I like.
Those rays are really nice. I like how they come down here.
Thank you. And that I took because I don't know who that person was, but whoever she was, I think it's a she, they got themselves into position to see the firefighters and then did a selfie. So I thought, no matter where you go, there's somebody doing a selfie.
Yeah, for those who weren't on the field trip, there was a small fire in the dunes, and that helicopter is a water drop copter.
Yeah. And that is the moon, when the moon came up.
That's the moon?
That was when the moon came up.
Wow.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never seen flare from a moon.
well, the moon will react the same as the sun.
But I've just never seen one. I've always seen it in the sun.
I just caught it when it was just, coming up,
Yeah.
so it did that little flare.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you. That's the dunes.
Hmm.
And then I've just been playing. We didn't get to go see fall color this year, so we were trying to create our own. And I've been, playing with still lifes. I've been really trying to create a certain look, and I'm not real fond of all the black. And so this is a work in progress. I'm going to continue to work on it and see if I can't get a better background. But I made this suggestion for one of our categories. I thought it would be fun to. There's so many different things you can do with still lifes, and that's something that the doesn't normally do. So we could.
Well, Flemish paintings, the still lives from the 1600s, a lot of them are very black backgrounds.
Well, that's what I was trying to replicate. I was looking at a lot of old Dutch paintings, and I'm trying to kind of recreate that look that the Dutch paintings had of fruit and vegetables and.
You need a dead pheasant.
Yeah, but there's detail usually in those paintings. It's not just black, and so I think it needs to be dark tones. But I don't know. I'm working on it.
Yeah. Also, in those still lives, the colors are very intense, very saturated. So
yeah,
you might think about that.
Some of them are, but some of them I've been looking at weren't quite so much. And here's just another one, same idea.
I think it might be something good for next year for a program to maybe watch some videos about still lives or have somebody present a program on it, and because these are really interesting to me.
Well, it's really an art form in itself. Just it's not just photographing, but arranging things, and I'm definitely learning. I'm not very. I don't consider that I'm very good at it, but I'm definitely interested in trying it, and I'm doing a lot of searches where I look at a lot of stuff, and that gives me ideas.
Well, you're doing a good job.
Tripod?
Well, thank
Elaine?
you. Oh yeah, I have a
Oh,
tripod
yeah, okay.
for
I was gonna
this,
say, this is
and
pretty
I
cool.
don't have a lot of light in the
Have lights
room.
on that, Elaine? Did you have lights on it?
I have a single light source. Yes, I have one light because I wanted it to be dark on one side. I wanted there to be definite shadows.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just
one thing, I think the light on this is a little too intense on the pumpkin and the.
it needs to be a little bit darker. You think?
Yeah, I think you could
More
cut
subtle?
the intensity
White one,
on it.
but
I can probably do that in Photoshop. I could
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
There's
You can move
texture in the back of the box as well, so you could just brighten the back of the box a little.
Right. Get
Like-
some-
Yeah, I tried that, but the shadows are so deep, it really kind of fell apart.
on your lights, you can control the intensity, right?
yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can.
so yeah, just reduce the intensity.
Well, this wasn't very, I mean, this
I know
was
it doesn't.
pretty toned down, but
But you can also move the light. You can also move the light source back.
back further,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, remember the one over the square of the distance. That's how light falls off. So
Inverse square. Yeah.
yeah, the
That's
inverse square, one over the square of the distance. Yeah.
I appreciate your suggestions.
Okay.
Anyway,
I like
that's
that
what I've
one.
been playing with.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, this is nice.
Elaine.
Look, Elaine, look here at this pumpkin in the back.
Uh-huh.
You see how that's beautifully lit up?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the fall off of the light
Right.
on that.
And if you could get this kind of light on this pumpkin, you know, not
front.
the one in the front, well, both of them, the one in the front and the one in the back, the white
Yeah.
one in the back, you know, so,
That would be, yeah, you're right. That would be better.
yeah, because this light is much better. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Those are nice, Elaine. I like them.
Thank you.
Okay, now it's Frank's turn to get roasted.
Great. My fall color.
You have to move in a little bit, Frank. You're hard to hear.
Okay, that's my fall color from my backyard.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is just poison oak.
Oh, is that right?
You know, there's no shortage of that around here.
It is really nice in the fall, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, that's our fall color around here.
Yep.
It certainly makes nice colors, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Where'd you take that at?
That was the Doso Flaco.
This one, yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's the same color that rubs off onto your skin if you get too close to it too.
Oh, yeah. I react real bad to it too. So.
More poison oak.
More poison oak. Yeah. A little lichen on the branches. And
Pumpkin.
just
Yeah.
Lichen. Yeah.
dried pumpkins.
Yeah, that's good.
This is one of your neighbors, Frank?
There's been a lot of turkeys out this year. I've seen
Yeah.
a few hundred of them. Just going the back roads around here.
His feathers are beautiful.
Yeah, he was strutting his stuff.
Yeah.
There's probably about 50 hens around him.
Wow.
And that's the drunk turkey.
Yeah, the
Walking line.
turkey's been drinking.
Yep, that's after the holidays.
Got pardoned.
Yeah.
What's that drink called? The wild turkey or
Yeah, wild turkey.
wild
Yeah.
turkey?
Penny's brother raised turkeys, and when it came time to slaughter them, the night before he'd put a sock over their heads. The ones that were going to be slaughtered in the morning, he'd come in, and the turkeys thought it was still nighttime. He didn't get any grief or trouble from it at all. They just thought, well, it's nighttime. We'll just keep sleeping off of their head.
Oh,
True
Yeah.
story.
Did anybody remember seeing the Sarah Palin video where she's talking to the interviewer and she's on her turkey farm or whatever, and there's one of the workers in the back stuffing turkeys head first down through a
Through the cone, yeah.
yeah, through a cone. Oh well.
Missed that one.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, this must be Harold.
Well, these are Chardonnay grapes from Edna Valley. Of course, they're probably ripening. I took this a couple years ago, I think.
They should be right by now.
But I'm always taking pictures of grapes, and I like to do that. And it's really interesting, I think so. And this is one of my favorite
Nice.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
I like the
good.
colors in this, the light. It's really nice.
Very good. Ooh.
And I took this on the way to Lompoc from from Buellton on the right hand side of the hill. It was a couple years ago too. And I was thought, oh, it'd be interesting. I had this pull over, side of the road, but and I zoomed in on it because I just like the white sticking out with all the red, coming up the grapevines. I thought it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like all that color and the patterns.
Yeah, it's the stakes, being white against the red and the yellow really pops the image.
Mm.
Oh.
I don't know. We stopped
Still
at
life.
a place between Paso Robles and Cambria, and I found this little farm. We just stopped there, and they had some pumpkins there, so I took some pictures of those. And this was a basket of pumpkins they had there. That was kind of interesting.
Are these like heirloom pumpkins?
Well, I have no idea. They look like acorn pumpkins, but I don't know. If that's
They
what-
call them turban
pumpkins. Oh,
Well, that's what they call them at Avila Barn. Turban.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What is his obsession with pumpkins?
What?
I said, what is the obsession with pumpkins? You get pumpkin spice coffee. I think pumpkins are totally flavourless.
Well, it
Yeah,
depends.
you did a good marketing job. How's that, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put enough what do you call it? Cinnamon with them.
Nutmeg and all that good
Nutmeg
stuff.
and cinnamon, yeah.
This I took it a couple weeks ago. We were at the pumpkin packs over here here in Santa Maria, east of us. What's that park out there?
Los Flores Ranch.
Flores Ranch. Anyway, so he picked up this pumpkin and he just kept carrying it around. I thought it was kind of interesting. So
That's your grandson, right?
that's my grandson. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a cutie pie.
And this is an old picture from Halloween a couple years ago too. But some kids that came. I like to take pictures of the kids that come to the door. So this is a kid. And he had a big old smile. So I always ask him, "Can I take your picture, sure?" So anyway, I haven't processed the ones from this year. I didn't have time because it was Sunday night. But so this is an old picture.
Oh, very cool.
All right. Okay, Jean's up next.
So these are some grapes at a grape vineyard that's close to where I live. And I always had trouble trying to get good pictures of grapes on the vine, but I was really happy with these because there's 3 in a row. And I've got the sun coming from the other side. So I thought that one worked pretty well.
Buddha.
Yeah, it's nice to have those leaves in the back.
I found all the pictures I took if the light was coming from the back, they looked a lot better than if the light was directly on them.
Yeah.
And this is the same field at another time. Oh, and by the way, that last one was with the iPhone. This was actually probably my Olympus. I just liked how the clouds were coming out.
Yeah, those clouds are great. I love
really
the color in.
Yeah.
And the light coming through. It's a really nice photo, Jeannie.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Okay, next.
Okay, next.
So this is them harvesting the grapes, and I just get fascinated by these harvesters. I actually rode on top of one time years ago, and I never really quite knew exactly how it worked, but here it shows you pretty well. It's shaking those vines, and and it goes in a like a conveyor belt up into some holding tank someplace. The one that I was actually on was taking it and putting it over into a dumpster that was a couple of rows over, or a row over, with a different tractor moving it along. So
Did they go
quite
through and pick
quite
the
an
leaves first?
operation.
Did they go
Pardon?
through and pick the leaves first, or did they just go down with the
They
machine?
just go with the machine, and it just takes those grapes right off of there, and it leaves a lot of stems and stuff behind. So it does a pretty good job of getting a bunch of grapes. It probably gets a lot of leaves too, though.
It's a grape picker then.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's got a container on the back over here. So is that where the grapes go?
You know, I couldn't really tell exactly, except that he didn't have anything else. I should have shown maybe some back photos of this thing.
Yeah, my guess is the grapes go into this hopper in the back.
Yes.
Probably.
We go there.
So I took
the machine is so high, so this is the wine, and if you pass the machine that is so high, it tremble the winner, go out the grapes, and the grapes go back in that like deposit.
Yeah.
The problem is that you take out everything. So you take out the grapes, you take out the leaves, you take out the animal if there is. So this is why also some wine cost is that they use this for cost saving, no question about this, because in 10 minutes you can harvest all the vineyard instead of you have to have a person that go one by one. The problem is using this machine, the cost is lower, the quality of the wine is not so good. Because you take everything. Whatever, the machine doesn't make a difference between grapes, leaves, animals on the vineyard, and everything.
Sounds like fun.
There's one more that's in this series.
Well, I was going to say I like this with the lights in here. That's pretty impressive with that big machine coming at you.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. The lower lights are white and the upper lights are yellow, at least the way they turned out in the photo.
Yeah.
And then here's one. It was a different machine. I think it was a different machine, different location, different lights, or it's because it's darker. And that was pretty trippy because where I was standing at, I had to move or I would have got run over. This was zoomed in a bit and I moved plenty of time, but he only had enough room to turn around in the area where I had been standing. So I took off. But I just find this is fascinating, the way that they harvest the grapes.
Have you thought of making a black and white version of this? It might be pretty, might work pretty well.
I'll try that just for you.
Yeah. Just
maybe
try.
I should make maybe I should make a diptych or a tri-chick, whatever. Chick.
not a tri-chick.
Diptych is two.
All right.
Okay. This one, this is another grape.
Hang on.
I'm sorry. I'll go quickly.
Sorry,
I know I had extra ones.
I'm sorry. No. That one. I thought we were back at the beginning, but it's a different one. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it kind of jumped around. So this one, I just liked it because the way the vine circled around. I wish I would have got the top of the vine though. I don't know why I missed that, except that I was taking it with an iPhone and probably couldn't see very well what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that grape shot. And next, and this, to try to keep in the season, this was at one of it was Main Street Produce. They had a farm day not too long ago. I like little scarecrows. And next. Oh, sunflowers. And our neighbors just grew this whole wall of sunflowers, or a fence of sunflowers. And so I just put my iPhone right over the fence and took a couple of pictures, or a few pictures. Yeah. And I just, I like sunflowers.
Yeah, they're nice.
Thank you. This one and that one.
Is
Oh,
that,
there's my finger. Whoops.
I was gonna say, is that your finger up there? at the-
That's
upper left?
that's my finger. I gotta watch this a little more closely. Was there anything else? I think that was it.
No?
Oh, okay. One more scarecrow. We had an event at the club and the theme was fall, and so I put scarecrows out. I just kind of like it with the field in the background. Just kind of looks, except that it's a plastic plastic chairs. Otherwise, it looks kind of farmy, homey. Okay,
Well,
that's it.
I really like this one. It's very cool. Yeah, I like the colors and your I don't know if you set up the pumpkins and the creatures there or not, but it's really nice.
Yeah, I actually set it up. I was in charge of putting this event on. And then just quickly, I was documenting the event. I should have taken the chairs out though, thinking, I should do this for the camera club and not have plastic chairs in the picture.
Next time.
The one thing that I would consider is that thing in the background here.
You don't like the little barbecue?
No.
Okay, I kind of like it.
Well, and it's your photo.
But yeah, I see your point. I mean, it'd be more rustic without it. Although it is a rustic barbecue. I could do some things differently. This was, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, but your focus is on these guys here in the foreground, and you got this really beautiful background, land, trees, etc. And then this thing pops up right in your field of view.
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah. And I took this with an iPhone also, and I used the portrait mode on it, and you can tell here's a limitation of the portrait mode. Under the scarecrow's arm, it's in focus, and around the scarecrow is out of focus. So the iPhone has some limitations there, but sometimes you can make really nice portrait photos with an iPhone.
Yeah. Do subject select in Lightroom.
Jeannie.
You can put completely different background in.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's true. That's true. I still have these characters. I could set them up in the studio and really do something with them.
I really like the photo, Jeannie. I think it's terrific.
Jeannie.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Jeannie, sorry.
Okay.
Probably I don't know.
Go ahead.
Jim, can I ask you one question? On the lamp on the right, on the left, okay, on the top of the black, there is like a shadow blue. I don't know. Probably it's my computer. I don't know.
It might be. I don't see anything, but I don't know if anybody else does.
On the top left of what?
No, on the top of the black, Flavio.
Exactly.
Oh,
There's something in the background, isn't there? On the ground.
I don't know if something's in the background or if that's because it blurred that black and made it. I'm not really sure what's causing that. I don't know.
Oh wait, what are you talking right in here?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Oh, that's I wasn't looking there.
Like that's a light, and is it lit?
No, that's the cap on top that keeps it from burning. That cap would have to be off for it to be lit.
Okay. I thought it was just smoke or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't think there would be something out there that's a light color in the field. Maybe because of the way the iPhone does the portrait mode. Maybe you
can change that. It's a depth map.
You can clone it out.
Is it a price tag?
My guess, I'm just guessing, is that it's something. My guess is it's something on the ground in the background.
That's possible.
Yeah.
Sure, is that a price tag?
No.
No, I don't think so. No, I take the price tags off.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool,
I think that does it. Thank you.
Okay, now it's my turn.
Nude women?
Not yet.
Hey, that's color.
Yeah. Once in a while, I go to the dark side. This is a guy at the in Hollywood Forever Cemetery on Day of the Dead. I don't know, 5-6 years ago, six years ago, whatever it was. They had a whole thing. Everybody was, was in costume like this.
Where was this at?
I'm sorry?
Where was it at?
In Los Angeles,
Oh,
there
Los Angeles.
is
Okay.
Hollywood Forever Cemetery. There's a number of Hollywood celebrities buried there. And every year they have, for a couple days, they have Day of the Dead celebrations there.
I wish we had a bigger celebration here on the Central Coast.
Yeah. Okay. This is in Venice, Italy. The what do you call it? Angel of Death.
Yeah. Yeah. Very well done.
Yeah, he's there. He's been there several years in a row.
Spooky.
This is another shot from Venice.
Wow.
The next ones are from the field trip we did at the dunes.
Oh, so you went for the flat look
Yes, I did.
after you sent out a.
We should have put that as a theme.
Flat.
Yeah.
Low contrast. Low contrast.
Low contrast. That's right.
Yeah.
This was just a family that were up on the dunes and on the right hand side, and then they decided to migrate and walk along.
I like that. I like the separation of them and the way the little girl in the middle is coming at you.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Again is on the dunes. That's the same person, same as that's the father
nice.
of the kids.
Farter.
I'm sorry?
Dein Vater.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, these are members of our group, and these people over here, I don't know who they were just
They're the others.
the others. Yeah, they were the others.
Wow. Was that sky really there like that?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
This is the smoke from that fire.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That turned out very nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow.
And I think that was it.
Wow.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a different look to your dunes. Very well done.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was
A lot of sand there, though.
there was a lot. Well, this one right here took quite a bit of Photoshop work to bring out the tones and that type of thing. The light. It wasn't this dark. Let's put it that way.
Right.
At the dunes, when I made this.
No, but the darkness really adds to the mood of that. I like the darkness in that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, Jim.
You're welcome.
Yeah, nice one, Jim.
So I just went for fall color mostly. So this is Lower Antelope Canyon.
You couldn't clone out that triangle in there?
Oh, yeah, there's a cursor. Yeah.
You mean, well, it keeps moving. That's the problem.
Oh, it's hard to clone them when they're moving.
Yeah.
You got to do it really cold so that they slow down.
Right. Actually, the cursor has to stay on the image or they won't advance.
This is from Zion National Park. Just going by the river walk up on the bank, there was these tree roots that had captured a bunch of fallen leaves. I
Yeah,
liked it.
those are nice, Penny.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, the colors are great, and that the way that those leaves, it's almost like they're flowing, like some kind of liquid flowing downhill. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes I'm guilty of moving the leaves around, but they were actually like that.
Looks like a painting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the colors are just gorgeous, and it's nice that you've got it framed by those two fallen logs or whatever they are.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
This is just, I think you call them mud slot canyons at Cathedral Valley in Nevada. And that was right at the end of the day that picked up that orange glow.
Yeah, that's nice.
How big, can you go back to that last one? How big would a human be in there? I'm thinking these are just like gigantic.
I think that's probably about as tall as the top of the frame would probably be the top of your head.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay,
they are very tall.
So, okay.
Did you bring this deer and put it there?
No, that's a wild deer. You could see that he still has his velvet on his antlers, so it was taken in October.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
You used a long lens on this?
Yes, I did, but he was just kind of walking through the campground too.
Yeah.
So he wasn't too afraid of us.
Yeah, they get.
But where?
When I was in Mongolia, they had deer that would come down into the camp, and they didn't, you didn't bother them, but some of them got pretty aggressive when we took off and went hiking in the hills. This one followed us, and he actually attacked one of the women.
Wow.
So, yeah, stood up on his back legs and started punching with his forelegs.
Wow.
Yeah.
We stayed pretty far away. I was using
Yeah.
my 300 for him, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see pictures of these animals, I always think venison stew.
Oh, Tony.
No, venison is good, healthy.
Yeah. Unless you're a deer.
Unless you're a deer, yeah.
That's my macro of the pumpkin patch.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah, a lot of stuff on that. A lot of white stuff.
Is it mold?
Yeah, it's probably some kind of mold or something, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
This is at El Pomar vineyard that we did with Jim Ogg a few years back. And I really like the variety of the different vines.
Yeah, it's nice with the colors, but also the different textures and the way everything's flowing, different angles.
Mm-hmm.
And this final one, that's in October. This is from our Zion field trip where we were hiking up the Virgin River.
So that's in Utah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is that the Narrows?
Uh-huh, that's the Narrows, the Virgin River.
That's that's really nice. I like the way you included the people, close up like that. It's something. It's not a view we normally get to see, and that really speaks to the adventure of it.
Yeah, you know those people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one on the left, he looks really scary.
First.
Careful, the one of the.
I was going to say, I just hope Ed never falls face down in the water.
That's a lot of gear, Ed.
too much stuff.
Yep, I liked how Ed was using his tripod as a stick.
Oh, I didn't even see that just at first.
I like the red shoes too. Those are
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to an outfitter, and so those are waterproof pants. They have like a band that grips your ankle, so it prevents the water from getting to you.
It also prevents the blood from flowing to your feet.
Yeah, I had sores from it. They were that tight. And then the canyoneering shoes were made to walk in water and not slip on the stones.
Yeah. When we did it, I was just terrified that I was going to slip and drop my camera in the water.
Well, I've fallen before. Once you fall the first time, it's okay as long as you just put your arms up, because most of the time
Save the camera.
water, the water isn't that deep. There are some sections that are up to your hip for sure.
I've walked through there without a camera and really enjoyed it. And the last time I did it, I had my camera, and I think that really took away from my enjoyment because I was just too worried about the camera. Because I knew I was just going to fall and the camera was going to end up in the water.
So yeah, I really like going out into the middle of the stream and doing photography. It's just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The whole trip of doing the hike. We only went maybe a mile or two up and then back down again. Once you get past the first corner, there's a lot less people there. A lot more people at the beginning.
Well, especially that time of the year. In the summer, there's, the whole thing is pretty crowded. But it's a lot cooler in that time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Larry and Cheryl didn't have completely matching outfits. That's nice.
True.
Yeah. When I was down in Costa Rica, in 2000, 1991, and these two people, the tour that the people I was with, we were having dinner, and these two couples walked in. They were from Fresno, and each couple had matching outfits. Looked like they were from out of a jungle movie.
I like it. I think that's cool. I love it.
Were you embarrassed for them?
I was.
Ron and I have matching jackets, and we got them the same color, the same jacket, just because we couldn't pass up how cheap they were. They were down really good quality jackets, and they were discounted because they were clearance items, and they only had the one color. So whenever we would go out, and then my son had one too. 3 of us all had the same jackets. So we would just laugh and say, boy, are we the nerd family or what? But we were warm.
Yeah, well, they had gone to not Gap, but what was that other clothing outfit was affiliated with Gap. But anyway, you just had to see it. It was hilarious. So.
Did you take a photo?
No, I had that's in the film days, and I had a Canon AE1, and Cindy and I had gone out in an open boat with a guide, and I had put my camera at the bottom of the boat, and
no,
we got a big storm, and in about 2 minutes we had 3 inches of water at the bottom of the boat. So,
oh no!
So the camera didn't work well after that.
Oh,
All right.
Oh,
all right.
That was it.
Do we have any? I'm sorry.
Is that our last set of pictures?
It is, unless there's somebody with the name Q.
I have the tallies for our themes. However, I do need to break a tie. So I'm going to give you 3 options, and you need to tell me everybody's going to vote for one of these 3 as their preferred, okay? And I'm gonna I'll tell you the 3, and then I'll go by and you tell me individually so I can give a count. Okay, so the 3, these are not overall, this is for one of the places. So we have surreal, high key, and still life. So please, I'm going to ask you to vote for one of these as I say them. Again, just to run through: surreal, high key, and still life. So if you would like to choose surreal as your choice of these 3, give me a wave of your hand. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. We got 3 choices there.
We got 4.
4. I've got Jim, Tony, Ed. Who else?
Didn't Penny vote for it?
No, Ed threw his hand up.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so 3 for surreal. High key. Jeannie,
That's a big
1.
One.
Okay, and still life. Larry is off screen, but he voted. I did. Elaine. Okay, all right. So still life is the winner there. All right. So our themes for next year will be as follows: still life, water, and architecture.
Good.
Great.
Life, water, and architecture. Rosie, if you could send that out in just an email blast to everybody, doesn't have to be right away, at some point.
Yeah.
Do we want to go ahead and choose what order they'll be in and just?
Yeah, I was going to
say
ask
that
that.
too.
Okay. What do you think?
Why don't you just go 1, 2, 3? Just pick them randomly.
Just pick them out of a
I'll
hat.
just do it.
Because it's March.
Okay,
Why don't we
March
do
is
still
March,
life?
June, and September.
Let's do still life
September.
first because that's a. Sorry.
Okay, you want to do still life in March?
No, I disagree because we have to have time to do our photos.
Yeah, I think so.
I've
think
got
still life
water and that,
Yeah.
but I don't have still life.
Still life
Yeah,
is a
that
good
takes
one
little
for the.
concentration.
I'd like to do a program on still life, and we
Okay,
could
let's
follow
make
it with a
that the last
competition.
one then. What's our last month? September? Or is that the
Yeah.
last month for theme? Okay, September will be still life, and
Oh boy.
water will be the first one in March,
Right.
and architecture will be the second one in
June?
June.
June.
Yes.
June.
It's quarterly.
Okay. March is water, June is architecture, September is still life.
Yeah, I like it too.
Cool.
Thank you.
Like a plan.
Oh boy. Oh.
Anything else, Alan, for our program meeting?
Pardon? I can't, you broke up.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Is just happy Thanksgiving or whatever.
Thanksgiving, everyone.
Well,
See you
wait,
in.
before we go, what time are we planning to actually do the December potluck, and what time are we going to do that?
Can we wait and see?
Okay.
Well, we
Just
can't
curious.
wait too long, but
Do we want to set a tentative time as to what time it will happen?
Like maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. What do you think?
Considering, it gets dark early in December, I think earlier the better.
5 is a good time.
5's a good time.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
5 o'clock? Okay. Fabulous.
And maybe Rosie, you could put out the vote on the election to let people know the results.
Yes, I will. And I'll send out the for your field trip for Saturday too.
Oh,
I'll send
awesome. You are
Awesome.
great.
Yeah,
Thanks.
great.
Mhm.
Okay, everybody, thank you. It was a great time tonight.
I'm
Look
gonna
forward to
turn
seeing you
off
in
the
2
record-
weeks. for
I'm going to turn
competition.
off recording. So any last minute thing that you want recorded?
Nope.
Okay, it's off.
Hmm.